What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Figure It Out! Out of the Basement's action figure talk show. Today we've got a great episode for you. We're going to be begging Hasbro to re-release some figures.
Also talking a little shit.
Maybe talking a little smack. And of course, we've got some Black Series news, fresh, hot out of the gate. We're going to start there. But of course, before we get into that, I'm Nate. I'm joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And Steven. So let's just jump into it, boys. We have been getting quite a bit of Black Series news recently. Over the past couple of months, we've talked a little bit on previous episodes of Figure It Out. So the Black Series is doing good right now, and I'm very excited because it was a dry spell for a minute there. So we're going to talk about some SDCC exclusives, which is right around the corner. But before we do that, we've got a new Walgreens exclusive.
Is it another clear figure?
It is not.
Oh.
It is General Veers.
What a surprise.
What a surprise.
What a surprise that now they have the Imperial Officer mold. They can just reuse the mold, paint it different depending on what their rank is or what division they're in, and then just change the head.
Yep.
Lazy, but I'll take it because it's Imperial.
And General Veers is a little bit... He comes with a little bit extra because he comes with his Stormtrooper armor, I guess. I don't know what to call it exactly.
Yeah.
What he's wearing when he's in command of the AT-AT. So yeah, this is going to be a Walgreens exclusive, so it'll probably be really hard to find for like 6 months, and then there will be so many of them that they will clog Walgreens shelves for years to come.
But at least it's guaranteed that we'll actually find one.
Yes, because thankfully Walgreens is one of the few places that carries exclusives, and they actually stock them on a regular basis. I've also seen some things floating around online too, where at certain Walgreens they've put a little note up where they're like, if you don't see a Walgreens exclusive, we can order it online for you. So that seems pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to be a full Walgreens thing, but I have seen that popping around, people posting pictures that they're going to start offering like maybe like a pre-order for their exclusives. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it would be, because any place that sells exclusives should probably give you the option to be able to get it, you know? Unlike most places.
Toys R Us?
Walmart.
Meijer?
Meijer exclusives. That would be awesome. So we're excited about General Veers, another Imperial officer to add to the collection. It's going to look great. I can just picture it now.
Picture it with Admiral Piet, Krennic, and Tarkin.
Then you're going to have Vader like standing next to him. We're going to have some Stormtroopers flanking them.
Some Death Squad commanders or Death Star troopers, whatever they're called.
It's going to look really awesome. I think it's going to add to the whole Empire setup, which we need more Empire characters. So next up, we've got 2 SDCC exclusives announced at the time of this video. There's allegedly one more, but we didn't want to wait because we're impatient. So probably on one of the later episodes of Figure It Out, we'll talk about whatever the final Black Series exclusive is.
Hopefully it's Sleaze Baggio from episode 2.
You want to buy some death sticks?
Coming up, first off, is Han Solo, the Exogorth Escape. Which
I just like Exogorth.
Yeah,
the space worm.
The space worm, of course, the scene from Empire Strikes Back. So we're gonna get Han Solo in his Empire look. Yeah. He appears to have the face printing technology applied to him, which of course is awesome. He comes with that little bat creature, and he also comes with the face mask.
Yeah, which I think is really cool.
Yes. So unfortunately, though, that's going to be an SDCC exclusive, so we can pretty much, well, the 3 of us can kiss getting that goodbye.
Yeah, it'll get a red and black box release just with Han and his blaster, probably. Yeah. Not the respirator or the bat-like creature. Pretty much almost guaranteed. Hasbro definitely has a pattern of pretty much the exclusive part of the set is always the accessories. So... excited to pick up another Han Solo at some point. Yeah. Especially one with face printing technology. Yeah. And especially because my Han Solo has a googly eye. So I definitely would like to replace him. And then the other SDCC exclusive is something extremely pointless because it already exists within the Black Series, and that is a centerpiece exclusive Starkiller base Rey versus Kylo. Yeah. And of course, we already have something very, very similar to this with the Kmart exclusives when each figure came with like those ice chunk dioramas with the snow.
And Rey even came with 2 pieces. Yeah. So that you could have a nice little back piece for the diorama. Yeah. It kind of looks like from the picture that Kylo Ren is a figure. Because you can see like his articulation, whereas Rey looks like she's actually a part of the base piece. So I'm really curious if that's going to be like a new Kylo Ren figure, or if that's just like the prototype picture.
Doesn't he have the scar already too?
Yeah, he has the scar on his face, and like part of his like shoulder piece is ripped open, so you can see like the flesh tone.
Okay, that actually makes sense, because like Finn lands a shoulder blow on him.
Yeah. So he's battle damaged, but the way that Rey is posed is like she's about to strike him again. But as we all know, the end of that battle is the final blow.
Is when he gets the scar, because then the crevice separates the two. So
which the crevice is there. It's kind of cool. It looks like it's going to be one of the light up parts of the set. But yeah, this just seems really pointless, extremely unnecessary. I would understand if they maybe wanted to do a SDCC exclusive battle damaged Kylo Ren, like End of Force Awakens figure. That would kind of make sense. And I guess that the Starkiller base Kylo Ren does have the helmet on, which is a little weird.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just switch out the...
Yeah, true. You could just use the unmasked.
Maskless.
Yeah.
Unmasked.
But then you don't have the snow on the boots. But anyway, really extremely pointless SDCC exclusive, so definitely skipping out on that. Well, that'll probably be one of the ones that when it goes up on Hasbro Toy Shop, that you'll just be able to get whenever you want. Because I can't imagine anyone caring about the centerpiece.
But like we said, people are just now getting into... Like, there's been a huge influx of people getting into action figures, and then the Kmart stuff came out like a few years ago. So
and it was at Kmart.
But those,
and we all saw the end of that.
But story. Both of those figures are still available on Amazon to this day for reasonable prices.
Yeah, they're well. The last time I saw, they were all pretty dirt cheap.
Yeah,
especially
Jin. Yeah, Jin was like sub $10. So that's it for the news, the Black Series news. We're gonna move on to our main topic of the show, which is us begging Hasbro to please re-release older Black Series figures with the brand new face printing technology.
Yeah, the thing about that is that it would be a good idea to release the old figures in general. Like, it would be a good idea to release the old figures without the face printing technology. Add the face printing technology, you're gonna get like double the demand for it.
Agreed.
Literally.
If you've taken a look online within the past recent months of Black Series figures on like eBay or anything, you know that pretty much almost every blue and orange line figure is like $50+, and it just keeps climbing.
And like I mean, I guess they're getting pretty old now, because I think orange, that's 2013 to 2014, and then blue is 2014 to 2015.
True.
And then they started red and black. But literally, even some of the earlier red and black stuff, like Hux, like, is just going for insane prices, like X-Wing pilot Luke, any of the Lukes, really. Yeah. Except for the Hoth Luke.
Right. Well, because you can get him in the in the 2-pack.
But the Return of the Jedi, the Empire, final fight with Vader, X-Wing, like...
I wish they would do a revamped version of Return of the Jedi Luke, because I think the one that's out now is just not very good.
Oh, the head sculpt is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad, and his lightsaber looks pretty bad, too. Like, the green, I think, is very light green. Like, it just doesn't... I don't think it's up to the quality.
It's because it's, like, translucent plastic.
Yeah, I mean, they're all translucent to a point, but I feel like that is the lowest quality of all the lightsabers that they've done.
So, of course, our point in wanting the face printing technology is, like you said, Bucky, a lot of the older figures, the human faces just kind of look bad.
Poe?
Yeah, Poe definitely looks terrible. But no, specifically the orange and red line figures, like Return of the Jedi Luke, he looks like he's about to cry.
Oh, Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is, Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, where he has the shiny plastic instead of the matte plastic as well. Yeah. And yeah, he just looks absolutely terrible.
And that's not saying they're all bad. because I think the Han Solo is pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent.
The Star Wars 77 Han Solo. There's some good ones in there. I think the Empire Strikes Back Luke is good.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than Return.
But obviously with the face printing technology, it just simply makes for a better figure. And that would be one market that you could appeal to out of two markets. It's just the people... I think I would. If I saw a Return of the Jedi Luke, because I do have all of the Lukes, except for X-Wing Pilot, I would go back.
Yeah.
And buy the new ones with the newer face printing technology, and then just sell the old.
They're probably holding out until the Empire anniversary.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
True. Although, when the Empire anniversary happens, I hope that they prioritize some of the bounty hunters as well, because...
Nope. All of the good figures, we've learned this by now, all of the good figures, or the figures that they go out of their way to make, because obviously they love the original trilogy. That's all they make, primarily. So when they go out of their way to make stuff like Jaina Solo or Revan, something like that, it's one a case. And it ends up being super fucking
I gotta correct you there. They don't really love the original trilogy the most. They love new trilogy. That is the bulk, majority of their
Sure, yeah. Fair enough.
But I would say that besides the sequel trilogy, clearly the favoritism is for the OT.
I mean, deservedly so.
Right. It's obvious. We're definitely in the minority when we're like, we want prequel figures. So,
and Legends figures.
Yes, and Legends figures. But I will say, props to Hasbro. They are re-releasing Revan again later this year.
Yeah.
So if you missed out, you've got probably one more chance to get a Revan.
So not only do you have the one market of people who might already have those figures and they just want to go back because it's a lot better face, there's the second market of the vast majority of people who missed out on a lot of those figures. Like, I could get an Anakin.
Yeah. True. Revenge of the Sith Anakin.
Yeah. Literally over $100. Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, I guess he's alien, but you could still use the face
Ray Park.
Yeah, you could paint. Yeah, you could use Ray Park's likeness. And like Bucky and I, we don't have any of the old Luke figures.
Yeah.
And because you kind of got pretty lucky for the most part finding them.
Yeah, when I got into the 6-inch collection, it was my birthday of 2015. So like the end of 2015 to like 2016, that year 2016 is just like Walgreens was like phasing out all their blue stuff, and then I just randomly found orange stuff at Disc Replays.
Yeah, looking back, when we used to frequent Walgreens pretty often, all of the orange and blue lines that we passed up, if they were clones or Obi-Wans, we saw Obi-Wans everywhere.
Yeah. Literally found IG-88 at Walgreens.
Yeah, so like looking back, I just beat myself up over it because I'm like, these are so common. And they stayed common for a while, even when you stopped seeing them on shelves. They stayed relatively common until more recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like things like Bosk, and I got that on Amazon for like $6 over retail price, which is nothing.
Yeah, it's
compared to like what they're going for now.
I'm even talking about like Obi-Wan. Episode 3 was basically worthless.
Yeah, clogging the shelves of Walgreens
and
across
now,
the nation.
And there was even a few clones that weren't worth anything for the most part.
I'll never forget when we walked into Walgreens and saw like 20 prototype Boba Fett's, and we're just like, meh.
Yeah, we did not foresee the future of the Black Series.
But if they did this, what a fantastic opportunity for people to go back and get all those figures that they missed. I could literally complete... I mean, I'll never be a completist because there's just too many figures nowadays in modern times that I refuse to get. But for like the orange and blue, I could like actually complete all of those.
Yeah.
And it'd be great to get the Lukes, the Anakin... There's others I'm just forgetting.
I agree. Yeah. I think every human character should probably get a re-release with the face printing technology, because I'd get a Poe. I'd get like a regular Poe costume if he didn't look terrible, because even though the 2-pack head is a little bit better than the X-Wing pilot, I still think the 2-pack head is terrible. It doesn't look anything like Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I really think we could use the face printing on all of the figures, but we just need to re-release the old figures. Yeah, I mean, Qui-Gon looks good.
Yeah.
He still looks off, though.
He does still look good for a Black Series figure, but I mean, he's not a great example of... They could go back and do it again.
True.
It literally works out in everyone's favor. Like,
it's not like
because there is a demand for it, so it'd be a good decision for Hasbro because people would buy them and not just release Jyn and Cassian and all these new trilogy characters.
Well, another part of it that we really don't take into account, because I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know anything about it, but obviously their company model is based on plastic, and obviously plastic comes from oil. So I think it really depends on like oil prices, because obviously they fluctuate. So I think they really...
But they're making new figures anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But I think that may prevent them sometimes from branching out, taking risks.
Sure.
So they really want to make sure that they get a payoff. So that's why they like to stay in the pocket of the new trilogy and the old trilogy. And they once in a while throw a bone.
But nobody buys the new trilogy stuff.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess we'd have to see like the official statistics,
which those are not available to the general public.
We all know if it was a perfect world, if they really wanted to make money, like you mentioned earlier with Revan or Jaina Solo, they would just make more of those,
right?
More desirable. Like, why don't they just make stuff that's more desirable?
I think they obviously see those as a risk, though. I think that's obvious because they're one per pack, and I mean, Jaina was a fan vote. And then Revan was just a godsend for whatever reason.
I thought Revan was a fan vote as well.
Was he? You're probably right.
I think he was the previous year's fan vote, and then it was Revan and then Jaina. But what I wanted to say was, like, it's not... I don't want to pretend like I know anything about the production of action figures because I really don't, but where are the molds at? The molds that they made all of these old figures. Like, it would be so easy to just... All they have to do is make a new head sculpt and put it on to the...
That's another thing. It wouldn't...
Like, where'd the molds go?
Depending on how expensive it is to produce the new face printing heads, you know, like they could literally just use the same molds.
They had to have figured out something because we haven't seen a price increase in any of the Black Series figures with the face printing on them. So they've had to have figured out a way to do it relatively or in a cost-effective manner. So I really don't know why this hasn't happened yet. Like, what's holding them back?
I mean, I'm sure Bucky's right, and we're just gonna have to wait until it's the 40th anniversary of Empire because I can almost guarantee that they'll release the Empire characters with the face printing tech, and I think they will have the bounty hunters in there as well, like Bosk and other characters.
Yeah, they'll probably do 2 waves like they did for a New Hope.
We'll never see the second wave. Yeah, just like the first release.
Until months later when Hasbro realizes that, hey, maybe they should print another run of these, and then you can find a few of them, but the majority of them, still no.
I mean, if they did those 2 case things and they, you know, desirable figures, I would be more inclined to go ahead and just pre-order a full case.
I agree.
Yeah, because I'm not about to face, you know, but it'd be our luck that we pre-order the cases, and they're just plentiful. They're just flowing like water.
The disaster of the first initial run of the 40th anniversary figures is enough to scare all of us into just pre-ordering a whole case. So that's our thoughts on Hasbro. Please re-release these figures with face printing technology. We will buy all of them.
Do it. Why not?
Why not? You've got the molds. You have the technology. The demand is there. There's clearly people out there. There has to be more people than us that are thinking about this too. So... with that being said, we'd like to toss the question to you guys. What do you think? Do you want Hasbro to re-release the older figures with the face printing technology, or do you want to keep the old figures the way they are?
Yeah, because the old figures would also get devalued more than likely, if that happened.
And I feel like that would also probably make a lot of collectors angry. But
I can't sell it on eBay for 5 times the amount I bought it for.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother story for a different show. Of course, I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And Steven.
See ya.
You've been watching Figure It Out on Out of the Basement, and we will see you. Fucking goddamn it! I do it every time. I forget to say like and subscribe when we're doing Figure It Out. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Ring that bell so you get those notifications when we upload.
That's got to be it.
Yeah. When we live stream, we're in the middle of a KOTOR 1 live stream. So you should definitely check that out when we are doing that. Of course, if you're interested in our gaming side of things, don't forget to check out OOTB Plays, where we are putting our archived live streams there for anyone to enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on Out of the Basement.
What's the better movie, Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith?
Deadpool 2.
Oh!